Start this. You'll have to tell me what sciatica is because I've heard that word before, but I honestly do not know what it is.
Offline. Hey.
Hey, so sciatica. So you say offline.
Yeah, just because that was something I was sharing just with you.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
we can talk about that later.
Sounds fair. So how's it going today? I saw it. So you were at the library
I
today.
was at the
That's
library.
exciting.
Actually, it was just a day for Bella Joy. We went to do her hair and then we went to the library and then we went to fix my nail. I had done them 2 days ago and I did black.
Uh-huh.
But when I was cooking yesterday, I chipped two.
Oh, you
So
chipped it.
I just went and then they fixed it. So I went with her. And then, yeah, we're home now.
Yeah, I always, if I chip a nail, I'm not going to let anybody fix it for me. I'm going to do it myself.
Of course, but I
And-
went to pay for that. So they were very happy to fix it for me for free.
yeah.
So what are you up to today?
I have a coaching call and a lesson this afternoon, and then just I'm working on my business plan for 2023.
Nice.
Committed to get that done by midnight on
Nice.
Saturday,
Nice. Yeah.
so happy about that. And
Mhm.
that's it. It was a magical day here in Denver. Just
I saw the
amazing.
pictures you sent there. They were beautiful. So I know it snowed for a long
Mhm.
time, but I thought like yesterday you had like 50 degrees.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it just started thawing, melting.
Well, what happened yesterday? It went up. It was up in the 50s, and last night it started raining, and
Okay,
then overnight the rain turned to snow,
into snow and it
and
was
we got like I think between 6 and 8 inches, depending on where you were, and so it's heavy snow because of the combination with the rain turning into snow, and so it weighted down all the trees and all the trees on the. I went to there was some debate as to whether we were going to do the Toastmasters meeting this morning. Should we cancel it or not? But we decided to
oh.
go ahead with it. But the road I take down there is it's like a tree lined lane. It has like a center strip in the middle, and the way the snow weighted down the trees, they were completely covering the road, like
Okay.
overarching over the road. So it was just
Hmm.
beautiful this morning. It was just
Wow. It
amazing.
was like
Yeah.
the two pictures that I saw that you posted were just beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's and of course now it's probably into the high 40s or low 50s right now, and so it's all melting again, and it's all slushy again, and that's just kind of the way it is most of the time. Although
Yes.
last week it was so cold that the snow stuck around for several days.
The thing that impresses me the most here in the where I live in Michigan is that I think it's probably the same there in Denver, but we can have like 3 seasons in one day,
Yes, yeah,
right? And yeah, so it can snow and then be super shiny, and then yeah. Anyway, so all of the season. So it's funny. It's getting warmer here too. The snow is almost all gone. There's just little patches remaining. I think by tomorrow everything will be gone, and it's
yeah,
nice.
and
I
ready
like
for the next one.
for the next one, but I
Yeah.
love the calm in between. You know what? I read something that was amazing that I almost wanted to read for us. I'm reading The Untamed by Glennon Doyle.
Mhm.
There are two passages there that they were just very amazing, and I was like, oh, I almost want to read those, just to make it our.
And
A lot
can you give us the gist without
of,
reading it?
I think it won't make it
It
justice.
won't.
There are two things. The first one was that really touched me was about um, being still and knowing. There is a verse in the Bible that's Psalm 46:10 that says, "Be still and know that I am God."
Mhm,
She doesn't
mhm.
cite the Bible. She just says, "Be still, but know." And what she's saying is that there are so many noises we hear. Everybody tells us what we should do, and we listen to everyone but ourselves. And she said, if we keep quiet, if we think, and just shut the noise, we will hear God.
Mhm.
And that's, you know, that's almost in our inner self, right? And she said, but today we don't do that. So it was like the way she explained it was very poignant. I really liked it. And the second aspect, the second part that I even wanted to read more is about it's about becoming, but she says it in such a way that was so touching about you know, feeling the feelings and knowing that you have to feel them, especially when it hurts. And then when it hurts, you know that it is going to follow by joy, right? And so not to be afraid, you know, to fear the feeling, to feel the bad feeling, knowing that almost, and she even shared a lot of things about even the Bible, and then, you know, some Buddhist theories and things like that, saying that even Jesus had to go to the cross before he, you know, rose again. And that Buddha had to go through a lot of bad things before being enlightened, right? And she was like, because if we try to escape the pain, and that's what most people do, that's what we all do, by, you know, some other coping mechanisms or by some kind of addiction, for us to not feel the pain. And so we remain stuck in this, you know, unhappy and uncomfortable space. You know, she said it's the suffering, it's lingering the suffering. She said, just take the pain, leave the pain. So she makes a difference between the pain and the suffering. And it was beautiful. Yeah. So, and there was to listen, there was to fear, and then to imagine. And I thought a lot of our coaching there, you know, she's talking about the fact that everything that is beautiful, it first takes place in our imagination. She said, if you look at reality, that's where you see the, you know, all of the negative things, children, you know, who are dying of hunger, you know, child suicide, or all of the negative things. But you said you can imagine a better world in your head. You can imagine it, and then from your imagination, you can find a way to create it. And anyway, so it's I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but I think it's a beautiful book. It's she shares a lot of wisdom, and I know she does a lot of research and reads a lot, so I see a huge influence, you know, of the counseling and coaching world in what she's writing.
So how is it a long read? Is it a short read? Because I'm considering this one to put on my list.
It's not very long. It's maybe 200 pages. I mean, you can also listen to it. It's a quick read, but I almost feel like it's almost for women, you know.
Well, that's never stopped me before.
I know, but I think you will equally love it, you know. She talks more. She's like me. She has a heart for women, you know. But it doesn't mean that you can understand guys. That you can understand guys, or guys can't understand what she's writing. It's very profound. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Hey, the boys went to see the Van Gogh expo. Bella Joy and I saw it.
So is that something where I think they have this in Denver too, something where it's like projected and there's
it's a light
immersive.
Yeah, the immersive Van Gogh. And it's, I mean, we saw it maybe in the fall, like almost a year ago. I was surprised that it was still there, but it came back apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked. I remember I was in the one time I went to Paris. We visited the Orsay Museum.
The Musée d'Orsay, yeah.
Yeah. That to see those things up close is really, you get sort of a three-dimensional aspect to it, and also one of the things that struck me was for a lot of these paintings, for their influence, they're small.
Yeah, like the Mona Lisa. It's small.
Yeah, well, I remember the Mona Lisa was that the Mona Lisa that was like.
Yes.
because it's just all the people around, and the painting is, you know, behind glass that's
Mhm.
8 inches thick or something.
You can do that. Oh, yes. And I'm sorry, Bella Joyce came to give me something. Yes. Okay.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they're super small. I'm sorry, I
That,
missed Peter. I was
so I don't think I know I haven't been to the immersive Van Gogh. I don't even know if it's still here, but the idea is they're projecting his images on a larger canvas, right?
yeah, and even more. It's like a whole of a story. There is his images, but there is his life. The first part is his life, where you go through it, and then yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I studied Van Gogh actually in college. I was my undergrad in communications,
Mm-hmm.
and like how tormented he was, all of his life story, and you know,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he had his ear and all of those things. So I always think about him as not, you know, because of his art, but because of his psychological troubles.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah. That's
Oh, non, tu laisses ton téléphone ici. No. Okay. I'm live, Isaiah. I'm finishing
well.
like 1 minute. We're almost done.
We're
My
almost
son
done.
is talking to me.
That's all right though, because that's you know, he's keeping it real. We're keeping it
Yeah,
real.
they were gone and they're going out again. So he wanted to show
Yeah.
something to me. Okay. Did we do our 15 minutes?
Yeah, we did,
Oh,
and that was good.
okay. So yeah,
All
we'll
right.
talk more tomorrow. I have
Yeah, think about your plans for 2023.
I do have my plans. I've been
Yeah,
thinking about it and all
yeah,
of that. Yeah. But my plans have a lot to do with being than doing. So
yeah. Well, that's good too. I mean, you have a to be
yeah.
list. To be list.
Yeah. And that's what. Did you read my editorial?
I
Your
think
list?
I'll have to go back and look at it.
Yeah. But because you said to be list, I think you
Yeah,
read it.
yeah. All
Okay.
right, everybody, have a
So
great afternoon.
enjoy your evening and then we'll talk to you
See
tomorrow.
you soon. Okay, boom.